So we can get started. I'm Christy. This is my last class, and I'm very sad, but happy to be here one last time. This is hardcore, so we can all get up. If you guys want to play music on your end, feel free to do so. You all are muted. So let's stand up, get warm. We're going to just start with some knee lifts. So just driving your knees up, hands on your hips. Getting warmed up, flexing that foot as your knee comes up. Maybe adding in a calf raise. Or you could start jumping up and down, whichever feels good for you. A few more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Widen up that stance. We're gonna come into some side lunges. And you're just gonna tap each foot as you come down. As you get moving, maybe going a little bit faster, making it more dynamic. You got it. Keep breathing. You got it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna come up to a squat. Your legs are gonna be a little bit wider than your hips. It's gonna be a wider squat. You're gonna come down, reach for the floor, reaching your hands up. Driving your knees out as you come down for that squat, reaching your hands all the way up to the ceiling. Inhale down, exhale up. You got it. Sinking that booty back and down. Doesn't have to be anything too quick. You got it. Pressing through your heels as you rise, squeezing everything when you get to the top. 3, 2, 1, let's go to those knee lifts again. I'm adding that calf raise. You could do high knees. Or you can march in place, whichever feels good. Getting that heart rate up here. Get a few more in. Drive those knees all the way up. Gonna go into those side to side lunges in 3, 2, 1. Nice and wide. Side to side. Reaching all the way down. You got it. Keep breathing. Get those last few in. We're going back into that squat, making sure it's a little bit wider than your hips. 3, 2, and 1. Standing up tall. Toes are out at 10 and 2. We come all the way down, all the way up. Your hands are reaching towards the ceiling. Your booty's coming down. Knees driving out, making sure they're not caving in, they're driving out. Inhale down, exhale up. Last few, you got it. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down to your mat. Awesome job. So for this first set, we're gonna do 4 exercises, each for 45 seconds, 15 seconds off, and we go through those 4 exercises twice. First up, we have a push-up on the floor. So we're gonna start with our belly on the ground. We're gonna push all the way up into a push-up and then slowly lower all the way down. Your hands lift off the mat and you forcefully push all the way up into a plank, slowly lower down. And you could also do that on your knees. Next, coming out on your back, hands reach all the way out and your legs, you're gonna come all the way in and out, tucking all the way in and out. Legs reaching out long and arms reaching out long. Next up, we have a single leg glute bridge. So one leg is up, the other heel is pushing firmly down into the floor. Your head is down, arms by your side. Pushing all the way up, lowering down slow. Pushing through that heel to come up, slowly lowering down, and then switching to the other side for those next 45 seconds. So first we have that push up from the floor for 45 seconds. So let's get down onto our belly. We're gonna go in 3, 2, and 1. So you're forcefully pushing all the way up, lowering down. Lift your hands, push all the way up, lower down. Making sure you're breathing. And you can also do it on your knees. Same thing. So it's really a drive up and then a slow movement down. You guys got 15 seconds. When you're lifting up in that full plank, trying to make sure your whole body's coming up at the same time. You're not coming up with your chest first. 3, 2, and 1. On your back for that bent leg jackknife. So you're coming all the way out long. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So all the way in. If it's too much, you could also bring one knee into your chest at a time and have both feet on the floor instead of having both legs out the whole time. You got it. 15 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Next is that single leg glute bridge. Let's start with our left foot up, our right heel is pushing down. Arms down by your side, we go in 3, 2, and 1. So your leg could be all the way up straight, or you can have a bend, whichever feels better for you. Exhale, up. You got it. Take it nice and slow. Make sure you're really pushing through that heel to drive you up, feeling that in those glutes. Specifically that right glute right now. You got it. Keep breathing. And rest. Giving yourself 15 seconds, maybe swiping your legs from side to side. Next, we're gonna have our left leg down and our right leg up in 3, 2, 1. Other side. Exhale up, inhale down. So again, you can have that right leg bent or straight, whichever feels better. Trying to squeeze everything at the top for a second. Don't rush through it. 15 seconds. Don't lose that breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe washing Bring your knees into your chest, rocking from side to side. And we're going through those 4 exercises again, starting with those push-ups from the floor. In 3, 2, 1. Pushing all the way up, slowly lower down. Hands up. Big exhale as you come up. Once again, do it on your knees. Just trying to make that movement from the floor up as explosive as you can, moving your whole body up at the same time. So big push, everything up. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your back. Three, 2, 1. Coming all the way in and out. Exhale as you come in. Inhale as you come out. I hold my knees at the top just to help with my balance for a second. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you could have your hands by your side, fighting for that stability, using a little more of that core work. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're on our backs again. Let's start with the left leg this time on the floor and the right leg up. Just switching out the side that starts first. We go in 3, 2, 1. Pushing all the way up, exhale, inhale down. So making sure your explosion up is just as vigorous as your movement down. So you don't want to just flop down. You want to have just as much energy going up as down. Controlling it down. Ten seconds. Really squeezing that glute at the top. 3, 2, and 1. Rocking your legs from side to side if that feels good. Hugging your knees into your chest. Whatever feels good right now. Right leg on the mat this time. In 3, 2, 1. You got it. Exhale up, inhale down. Remember, don't collapse down. You're controlling that movement down. Gaze up at the ceiling. 10 more seconds. Almost done this first set. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Get a sip of your water here. Catch your breath. The second set is going to look a little bit different. So it's the same thing, 4 exercises, but we're going to do each exercise for a certain amount of reps, and then we're just going to do as many as we can in an 8-minute block. So the first one, just watch me get your water. So the first one, come to the top of your mat. We're going to come down into a squat, stand up, reverse lunge. Switching the leg that goes back in the reverse lunge each time. You're going to do 20 total of those, so 10 on each leg. Next, we're going to do 10 commandos, so 5 with each arm pushing up. So pushing up, opposite arm pushing you up each time. Next, We have 10 total V-ups. So on your back, chin tucked in, coming all the way up, switching the leg each time. So 5 on each side. And then we're standing back up again for 16 X jumps. So you come down, your feet are a little bit wider than hip width, toes are out, come down, touching your toe, and then you jump up. Hands are up in the air like in an X. So you come down and up. 16 total, 8 touching each foot. So that's the squat to reverse lunge, 20, commandos, 10, V-ups, 10, X jumps, 16. I'll repeat that throughout, and you'll just go through those 4 as many times as you can for 8 minutes. So get your last sip of water here. We have about 10 seconds before we get into it. I'm gonna have a timer for 8 minutes. So we're starting standing. We're gonna go in 3, 2, and 1. So squat, reverse lunge on one side, then the other. So 20 total, 10 on each leg. You got it. Nice and controlled. It's not a race. You have 8 minutes to do all of these. So make sure you're doing them correctly. And then once you get the hang of it, maybe picking up the pace a little bit. You got it. Whenever you finish those, we come down for commandos. Just as a refresher. Pushing all the way up and down. Other side pushes you up each time. And total. You got it. You're already a minute and a half in. Next up is 10 V-ups. With each leg coming up. Exhale as you come up. You got it. Next up, the first set is those X jumps. You come down, touch your toe, jump up in the air with your hands up in a Y. Your whole body should look like an X. Your legs are out, your arms are up and out. Doing 16 total, 8 touching each leg. Whenever you finish those 4 exercises, you start again with a squat to a reverse lunge. The same thing. Squat down. Total of these. set and do one more. Let's do V-ups, or wherever you are. Chin tucked, leg all the way up. Jump 16 of those. Jumping all the way up, making it as big as you want. If the jump doesn't feel good, you come up to a calf raise. Still bringing those arms up, squatting down. You guys are killing it. Take it back to the top for a squat to reverse lunge. Let's make this the best one yet. Looking good. I hope you're jamming out to music at home, getting in the zone. You know what 4 exercises you have. Have less than 2 minutes, you got it. Oh, commandos are next, 10 total. A minute 30, let's go. Fight to the end. V-ups, 10 of these, 5 on each side. 1 minute. Definitely try to finish off the exercise you're on and maybe do one more. We're so close. All right. You guys got 40 seconds. I'm on X jumps. Make these last 30 seconds your best yet. Let's go. "15 seconds, come on. Finish that one up or move on to the next one. Go right into it. No hesitation here. And we are done. Awesome job, you guys. Whew, that was a good one. All right, we have about 5 minutes to stretch here. We're gonna slowly bring our heart rate down, coming into a child's pose, reaching your knees out, toes together, driving your hips back, taking some deep breaths. Awesome job, you guys. Knew it through something a little different today, but that was my last one. I would challenge you guys because I know you've been working so hard this whole time. All right, let's come up into a downward dog. Pushing your hips up, heels down, pedaling out your heels. All right, let's bring that left leg forward. Bringing that right knee down, coming up. Pushing that right hip forward, bringing that left leg back. And you're gonna bring your arms overhead. Pushing forward through that lunge a little bit. All right, bringing your left your left hand down, reaching your right arm up and over. Slowing that breath down. Coming back up, pushing your hips back, reaching those left toes up. Deep breaths. As I'm sweating, that was a good one. Let's come up and switch to the other side, right knee forward. So you're pushing forward through that left leg, pulling back through that right hip, reaching your hands all the way up to the ceiling. Feeling that right in your front left hip flexor there. Bring your right hand down on your knee, and you're gonna reach your left arm up and over to the right side. Feeling just a little bit of a different stretch there. Slowly coming up, bringing your hands down, pushing your hips back, flexing in that right foot. Slowly coming down into a wide straddle, as wide as you can in our limited space at home. Gonna bring your right hand down, reaching your left arm up and over. So I don't want you to collapse over onto that leg, but just reaching all the way up and over towards that right side. Deep breaths. Slowly coming up, other side. Left hand down, right arm up and over. Coming all the way up, crossing your legs, sitting in a comfortable seated position. We're just gonna take 3 deep breaths together, just to thank ourselves for the hard work that we did today. So closing your eyes if you want to, taking a deep breath in, big breath out. 2 more. Last one. Open your eyes if they were closed. Awesome job, you guys. Thank you so much for coming these last few weeks. I know motivating yourself at home is so hard, so I'm happy to have been a part of your little workout from home.